This is a video clip from episode 12 of the Average Joe Lawn Care Show with Mark from the Lawn Creeps YouTube channel. I'm going to jump into you sent me a comment about it was one of Jake's videos that
Right.
somebody made a comment about, and you swooped in and correct.
I felt compelled. I usually don't, whatever. I felt compelled. I remember, I remember the night I did it. I was at work. 9 times out of 10, when I'm at work, I'm like, what the
Yeah.
hell?
So this is a little
But this guy was picking on Jake, man. It's Jake. He's a young
right,
dude. He's,
right.
And there's some old ass man. Well, you're doing it all wrong. What the
Right.
fuck?
So this is a little bit of a different comment or a different style than we've done traditionally over the last couple of weeks. Not necessarily a comment that Mark got, but we'll get to an interesting story Mark has for us maybe. But this was, I don't know what video this was of Jake's, but this was the guy's comment. He said, lots to critique here. First off, why are you mixing at home and carrying in the back of a personal vehicle? What happens if it tips and spills? What happens if you're in a vehicle accident? Why are you mixing on a concrete drive? When is the last time you cleaned your equipment? You need to look and act more professionally, in my opinion. Yeah, so there's the guy's comment. Then Mark put his cape on and
Striper man cape.
Yeah, that's right. And he came in and said, "Oh, I probably should have blanked out his name. Oh well. If this young man happens to get into an accident in a vehicle, the last concern would be whether or not his fertilizer product spilled in the car. As Jake grows, there's nothing wrong with giving him constructive criticism to help him develop. However, in my experience, a critique shouldn't take on such a negative tone as not to become counterproductive. Instead, your critique being composed mainly of the questions you asked, it would be beneficial for future reference to impart the information as a statement based upon your experiences and successes. Jake, keep growing and learning while staying enthusiastic." I thought this was really great because the guy came back and responded this way. After rereading my post, I concur with your assessment. My apologies to the young man. I'm just a crusty old fart with over 50 years experience in the green industry. I should have been more positive, and I respect Jake for getting after it. So
Yeah. And I can appreciate that. It's like, okay, cool. And it was a success because I'm not the anti-troll guy, and I can go on here. Like, I just waxed about soil biology, about how I just kind of despise a lot of the cyber zeitgeist, a lot of times. But, I felt compelled to do it. And then the guy apologized. It was cool. But, I don't engage much ever at all like that, but I just felt when he said about the car crash, man, if you're going to get into a car accident, I'm like, you think he cares, man, about his bottle of fertilizer if he's in a car accident? Dummy. Jesus.
Well,
but yeah, so.
Well, I think the true thing about that, when he said he's a crusty old fart in the industry for 50 years, it's just like when Jake and I talked about last week. It's like these old men,
might have been
40 plus years older or whatever, come in and troll this, at the time, probably a 15 or 16-year-old. And it's like, dude, come on. I mean, what were you doing when you were his age? I bet you weren't doing what he's doing.
Dude, I'm lucky to be alive, dude. Just put it that way. I was not. Jake he's a driven kid. He's enthusiastic. He's very smart. When I was 15, dude, I just started my. Anyways, yeah, no, that's a story for another time. I just started my mayhem at that age. I joked on that. I joked on the live feed that day. I was out there pushing over porta potties and running from the police, man. But anyways,
well,
but yeah, that's all I had to contribute. So
right on.
But luckily, I haven't had any. It's been a bunch of nothing but love from this lawn care community, man. Especially kind of a guy like me who, again, is kind of just yappy and can maybe be soapboxy and a little bit different or whatever, and makes the world's most low budget, ridiculous videos that you watch and you'll never get that 7 minutes back. But but it's been nothing but love from a lot of good people, man. That blew me away. The welcoming with open arms as far as that goes. The lawn care community.
Catch the Average Joe Lawn Care Show live on Friday nights at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on the Lawn Guardian YouTube channel. It's always fun interacting with the audience in the live chat during the show, so we hope to see you there. If you couldn't catch the live show, watch it recorded on the Lawn Guardian YouTube channel or listen to the audio version of it by searching Average Joe Lawn Care Show on podcast platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcast, and Google Podcast.